morning. Welcome on to YouTube Live, and wherever you are to watching in to this video today. So I know we've got people from Korea, Singapore, India, Indonesia, Hong Kong. I know that there's a lot of Malaysians that want to come in as well, but I think they couldn't do it because today is voting day. So I think they're going to be watching hey Roy, a replay version of this. So Malaysians, if you're watching this, the replayed version, so then I hope you benefit from this. As usual, obviously, I look forward to connecting with you on social media. I think a lot of us, we are already on social media, but if you're not, you can find me here. And if you have anything that you want to speak to me about, you can always connect with me over here. Okay, today, what I want to talk about is something that's I think will benefit a lot of people, which is, I started out in the world of, hey, good morning, Benson. I started out in the world of business and sales about 16 years ago. So right about then, my goal back then was like a lot of young people. My goal was to be successful. And when I define successful, again, different people have different definitions of success. But for me, quite simply, being successful was to make more money, to have more choices in life, to have more time, more freedom, obviously the bigger house, bigger car, and to be able to afford the things that I suppose I couldn't afford, or that I couldn't have the luxury of when I was probably studying, or when I was starting out in my earlier part of my career. So today I'm going to talk about this is what makes a person successful. So over the years, you can say over the last 16 years of me running the business, or having trained people and worked with people, I have noticed that there are certain characteristics or behavior or traits that say, hey, you know what, this person is already successful or will become successful in the next few years. I mean, you just see the way they behave, you see the way they think, you see the way they talk, you see the way they are, and you just get a feeling, or you get a vibe from some people, certain individuals. So you say, hey, you know what, I think this person is going to be successful. And I think, why do I think this topic is so important? Because if you are watching this video, if you're already successful, then congratulations, well done. You probably will agree with what I say here. You probably exhibit the following characteristics. If you're watching this video and you are like me when I was, 16 years ago, an aspiring individual trying to be successful and say, hey, hoping to change your life, wanting to make more money, have more time, more freedom, and more choices in life, then being able to identify people that have successful characteristics will do two things for you, right? Number one, you have the opportunity to be able to find these people and maybe get to know them and learn from them, right? Or get them to teach you, be your mentor. Number two, be this person yourself, adapt these characteristics and look at yourself and reflect and say, hey, you know what? If I want to be successful, maybe these are the behaviors or characteristics that I need to show or exhibit so that I can become successful myself. Okay, so let's get straight into it. I've only got 3 points. So if you're writing this down, it's really simple, right? Number one, successful people differ from the people that are not successful in the way they think. In the way they think. And I call this the abundance philosophy, right? The abundance philosophy. So what do I mean by that? In the early part of my sales career, so I was doing sales, and I was doing very well. I was doing very, very well in sales. Not because I was talented, not because I've done sales before, but just because I was a hardworking, ambitious individual that was, genuine and honest with customers. But then obviously around me, there were other salespeople that was pretty good at sales too. Of course, there were also people that were not good at sales, right? But let's talk about the people that were good at sales. There were some people that were also quite good at sales. There were, like what you call, hey, good morning, potential competitors, if you call it, right? But what was different was that some of those individuals had this abundance mentality, and some of those individuals don't have the abundance mentality. That means there are people that I've seen, right, that feel that for someone to win, someone have to lose. Okay, so they feel that, oh, I can't share with you this information because if I share with you, you win, that means I lose. Okay, oh, I can't tell you this, oh, I can't help you. I mean, they don't say that, but they behave or they react in a certain way that you know that they're not giving you all the information, or they're protecting certain information that they have. And of course, I use my sales career 16 years ago as an example, but that's everywhere, right? In business, in the things that people do. um, you see people that are successful have this abundance mentality. And again, sorry, back to where 16 years ago, I remember there were some individuals that when I started out, they helped me a lot. They were like sharing information with me, teaching me stuff, willing to help me succeed just like them. And what's funny is when I started to learn from them and I got good at sales, good morning, I shared back with them the new ideas I found, the new tricks that I found when I was selling, or I shared with their people what I learned, you know? So they taught me, I became good. I then taught their people, and their people became good. And then their people taught my people, and my people became good. You see what I mean? So this abundance mentality means that when I give you something, you want to give me back. And then when I receive something, I want to give you back too. So abundance, sharing, not being selfish, um, creates more. You know, more creates more. Whereas on the opposite end, when people feel like no, 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 like for someone to win, someone has to lose. So if you win, I lose. If I win, you must lose. And that feeling of protection, of you know of selfishness, I suppose, meant that everybody only had one idea. Everybody only benefited from what they could do. So let's say even ideas, right? Business ideas or tips and tricks. You see, however number of people we have on this call, right? But if I have a good idea, so maybe I thought of a good idea, right? And I share with you guys. But if you leave your comments or you share your good ideas in return, now all of us could have 10, 20, 100,000 ideas just by everybody sharing one. But if I don't share my idea, you don't share your idea, then all of us would end with one idea. You see what I mean? So this philosophy of abundance, of sharing, of more, of giving is just so important. And I think people that are successful have this characteristic. They believe that there is always enough, that there's a lot of money to make. And if I'm going to make money, let's all make money together. Don't worry about it. It's not about whose money, your money, my money, his money, things like that. It's all, let's make money together. And I think that is the first thing you will see from people that are successful. So back to when I started this video, if you're looking to learn from people that are successful, if you're looking to be a successful person yourself, look for people with this mentality, that is abundance, sharing, not selfish. And at the same time, you should exhibit the same behavior yourself. Okay, point number 2. Successful people differ from not successful people in the words they say. Okay, in the words they say. So, and it's called the encouragement philosophy. Okay, now, what do I mean by that? Over the years, I've seen that successful people have very different way of communication. People that, people around me that do well, the people I learned from, or the people that I've trained that have become successful, they all have very positive ways of saying things, and it's not just one or two times in a day, or one or two situations, or positive words when they're doing well, when they like you. No, that's not the way it is. Successful people are just positive and they speak positively. So let me just give you some examples. Um, the not successful people that I saw when I was building my career, when I trained people, the people that had potential perhaps but didn't reach the level that I think they should, tend to blame people. They speak in a way where they complain. Now they may not complain all the time. Look, when I say complain, some people think, oh, you have to be complaining all the time, like literally this negative guy or this negative girl, and they're just whole life complaining. Of course, we all know that people that complain all their life, everything's wrong, the world's wrong, my boss is bad, my product, my company is shit. When people complain all the time, we can forget about that, right? I'm not talking about people that complain all the time. I'm talking about people that complain sometimes even. But just successful people don't really do that, like they don't really, you know, and you, successful people just, they just get on with things, Okay, well, so maybe there was a situation and maybe they're unhappy. Yeah, that is it. They just get on with it. Maybe there is a problem and they felt that the result was unfair, or maybe they felt that the situation was not in favor, or the decision wasn't in favor of them. Right? They just get on with it. They just say, you know what, that's fine. Life goes on. So they don't complain. They just accept it and they move on. And then when they speak to others, they offer encouragement. They will encourage you. So when you talk to certain people and they tell you that, oh, it cannot be done, oh, this is too hard, nah, are you sure, like, come on, so when they try to, I don't mean put you down, but when they try to they constantly give you reasons why it cannot be done. This is the reason why it cannot be done. This is the reason why it's not true. This is the reason why it's so tough. This is the reason why it's so scary, it will fail. When they keep giving you reasons why it cannot be done, why it should not be done, why you should not do it, you have to be careful. You have to be careful around the people like that. Because what I've seen are people that are successful will always give you reasons why it can be done. Here's why it can be done. This is why I think you should do it. This is why I think you should try. This is why I think you can. This is why I think it's possible. So I think that successful people have this can be done encouragement philosophy, yes thinking, uh, yes in the words that they say, no problem, all good. Just that kind of very positive and healthy conversations. So when you hang out with people like that, when you learn from people like that, or when you become someone like that, you feel good, because you get lots of positive vibes, you get encouragement, and you go to sleep positive and happy because you know that you get constant encouragement that tomorrow is better, every day is a good day, I can do it, it's yes, you know what I mean? So I think it's so important that you hang around people that give you positive vibes and say positive things and give you encouragement. Okay, and the last thing, you probably guessed it, is successful people differ from not successful people in the way they behave, in their actions, right? And it's the take responsibility philosophy. Successful people, from what I've seen, will always lead by example. Successful people will not expect other people to do the things that they cannot do, to achieve results that they cannot achieve themselves, or wait for other people to do something first, and they adopt a see how approach. Okay, well, you do it first. Let me see how it goes. And if it goes well, maybe I'll do it too. Oh, you go first. And if you do well, then I'll follow. Successful people don't tend to do that. They don't have that follower mentality or behavior. They tend to be the ones to say, hey, if there's something to try, I'll try. If this is a new idea, maybe I will do it first and see how it goes. Maybe I'll figure it out. And successful people know that there are certain risks to doing things first, to being the first person to try new things, try new ideas. But they are not afraid. Because successful people are leaders. Successful people set the pace. Successful people dare to try new things. Successful people are not afraid of risks, of changes, of problems, because they know that the problems is what make them better. So when you go work around and try to solve problems, you get better. Successful people also know that it's important that they have to sacrifice first. I'm not saying that always it's about sacrificing, but sometimes somebody's got to do it first. Sometimes some people will have to try some new idea or change a thing or make a new move or make a new venture or go somewhere first. And if it's not you, then if it's not me, then who, right? So I think what you will find is that when you learn from people that are successful, they will always tell you, don't wait, and don't hesitate. Try it, give it a go, and don't be afraid, and be a good leader, set the pace, lead from the front, get the results, get the job done. And I think it's very important. And for you watching this video, if you want to be successful, you have to have very strong actions where you take responsibility for your success and your people's success. You have to understand that you cannot blame your environment for your success or your failure. You can't say, I'm not succeeding because of this, because of my boss, because of my team, because of my product, because of my situation, because of the government, because of the economy. You can't, even if it's true. If you want to be successful, you have to take responsibility for everything. And even if it's the circumstance, even if it's your environment that is roadblocking you, you have to take responsibility to overcome it, to overcome those situations. Find a solution, find a way to go around it, go above it, go under it. Whatever is stopping you or blocking you from achieving what you want. If you really want to be successful, you have to find ways to beat those obstacles, to overcome those obstacles. And a lot of times there is a way. There is a way. We just probably don't think hard enough or don't try hard enough to get to the place where we want to, or to overcome the problems that we face. Okay? All right. So really, today's video, I think is really short and simple. Some of you, like I said at the beginning of this video, you probably already exhibit these behaviors. If you think, talk, and act like a successful person, then well done to you. You're probably on your way to doing very well in your life, in your career. If you're just starting out, building your career, if you're just, learning and, trying to be successful, and then I hope this video helps you consolidate and identify what are the people that you should learn from, which are the people that you want to copy from. Pay attention, again, as I've said in summary, pay attention to the way they think, pay attention to the way they speak, and pay attention to the way they behave. Make sure you are learning, following, and copying the people that think abundantly, the people that speak words of encouragement, that tell you positive stuff, and the people that behave in a certain way that shows leadership principles, that take responsibility for their success. So to end off, your mission is to find, follow, and copy successful people. Okay, because that's what I did when I started out. I found people that were successful based on these characteristics. I copied them, I followed them, I did exactly what they do, and then I became successful too. So hopefully these ideas will help you identify, learn, and follow the right people so that you can become successful too. Okay, well, that's it. Let me know how you think. Again, as usual, if you're watching any one of my other videos, feel free to leave the comments in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video, just share it with people that you think will benefit from them. And I'll see you next time, right? Take care, guys. Thank you. Bye bye. See you soon. In India. How to be a successful FIFA player.